in the Health and Fitness Month. I say final, but it's just the final for January, because health and fitness is something that I think we all value so much. The first wealth is health. And as John says, the interconnectivity between health and fitness and all of the other lifebook categories is fundamental. So it's super important. For me, it's just been an absolute honor to have been part of this and to have been trusted to organize these events and put them on for you. I've just enjoyed it so much. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you, and I've just personally got a lot from this, because I work with groups in person for Adventures in Borneo, and I work one-on-one in my therapeutic business, but I don't do group online. So that's been a whole new thing for me. And so I've really, really enjoyed it. And I think that, you know, I've certainly developed throughout the month myself as well. So I just want to say a really big thank you to everyone. Everyone's just been so kind and supportive, and the feedback's been amazing. I've got some incredible statistics. We held 23 events just among the team that haven't turned up for this call. But yeah, we had 23 events just amongst us, which, you know, just which I think was incredible. And altogether we had 784 RSVPs to those events. So, and I know that so many people were not able to watch some of them because of the time zones, but we did record them. So yeah, it's just been really incredible. Let me just check the I don't know if you read, I want to do a challenge update, because this challenge, again, I mean, I'm so impressed with the challenge. We are on week 4, and momentum is increasing week on week. The difference from one week to the next is expanding. So, you know, normally in health and fitness, we would start off the first week like super eager, and all energetic, and then it would peter off. But it hasn't. It's just kept going. And even the numbers, we're having more and more people join the tracker. So as you know, we left Borneo. We left the Equator Monument in Borneo on the 1st of January, and we went east for distance and we went north for time. So east on Monday, because I've been doing the calculations every Monday, we were just off the coast of Ecuador. So it's amazing. It's like we've literally traversed the Pacific Ocean. That's amazing. And the time team, they're in the Arctic Ocean now. They're in the they're at the North Pole.
Yay.
Isn't that amazing? Like, that's just amazing. And let me give you some statistics here. So we've got this is at the end of the 29th of January. So this is end of play on Monday. We had 87 people registered for the distance, and we had 95 participants on the time. And that has been increasing week on week. The total distance covered was 6,694 kilometers east, and 72,107 minutes time. I mean, that's over 1,000 hours. I mean, I've made us like walk these around the world. If I'd have let us run or go on aeroplane, we'd have gone round it. We'd have circumferenced it so many times. You know, I've done this slowest possible snail pace for the calculations. but over 1,000 hours is really, really impressive. We've had quite a number of people ask to continue the challenge, which is a possibility. I think maybe what we can say on this call is, if you want to continue the challenge, put it in the comments of the call, like once I post the recording, because I'm willing to carry on being the cheerleader of this if people are willing to get on board with me. Because I'm just fascinated by it. And I actually love to see where we are in the world. At one point we were in the Laptive Sea. I'd never even heard of the Laptive Sea, you know, and to think that that's where we were was insane. Okay, so that's the challenge. And the leaderboard, let me tell you what the leaderboard looks like. Rafe Armstrong had done 903 kilometers in a month. I mean, that's athletic, that's competition.
Yeah.
That's huge. Mary Vian had done 349 kilometers, and Steve Kerstick had done 305 kilometers. Time-wise, Marissa Engel, she's done 7,339 minutes. That's insane. Hannah's number 2. Did you know you were number 2 on the leaderboard? You're
Who's this?
Hannah on hands. She's here on the call. Hannah's done 4,425 minutes.
Wow.
A lot. And most of that's upside down. I know it is. And then Brian Roden, 3,538 minutes. I mean, it's a lot of movement. And, you know, it doesn't matter how we move. It can be taking dogs for the walk. It can be, you know, all kinds of things. But that's really, really, really cool. Okay, now, what else did I want to share with you? So that's our time and place. I was hoping that our team would would share some of their thoughts on the week, because I've shared mine. I know that Hillary really enjoyed her events. For her as well, it's something that she wants to expand her online presence. And so I know that when we spoke together, she felt very fulfilled and very motivated to do more. And Joy told me that she couldn't be here tonight because it's 4 a.m. for her and she needs to get her sleep. But her yoga was amazing. Diane, I don't know if any of you attended Diane's Sacred Water events. That was fantastic. I attended the first one live and then I watched the second one. That was so interesting. You know, personally, I love the ocean. I always need to be around the ocean and it makes me feel so wonderful. And then hearing what she had to say, it you know, it really resonated with me, this water. And I also had a light bulb moment about not microwaving my water, which I tend to microwave my water because my tea goes cold. And then I just put it in the mic, you know, I have herb tea and then I microwave it. And I was like, oh no, I shouldn't be microwaving my water. And I kind of knew it. I sort of intuitively knew it, but then you know, thanks to her for me not doing that anymore. So yeah, amazing events. Then we had Hannah on hands and we were chatting before we started recording saying, you know, anyone that wants to learn to handstand, please watch the recordings, because I wish that I had have started with that, like that, rather than my way. When I started, I didn't know Hannah then, and I just started kicking up and falling over. So Hannah's way to really introduce you to the outside world is amazing. And also Benny, you know, Benny's movement. I loved his classes because of the integration of and the body awareness. you know, the integration of that communication with your body and feeling first how your body wants to move, and then letting it move in that way, rather than having such a structured, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to do this many sets, we're going to move it like this, move it like this. There's a lot more permission with his, there's a lot of permission with his workouts to move exactly how your body wants. And then often, or not often, but sometimes it doesn't feel like effort, but then the next day we were aching, you know, so that was really right. we were aching. Yeah, we were. And so that was really amazing. I love that. And his meditations at the end to bring it all together was really beautiful. So yeah, we had really great events, and I know that Hannah is going to be still offering some Lifebook handstand events. I think Benny might be as well. And I would still like to do one a month. I haven't worked out what I will do. But I'm kind of thinking, I'm wondering whether to stick with health and fitness, or because my game changers actually work for every category of Lifebook, because it's the brain. So I might even tailor game changers to whatever is going on that month. I'll have a think about that one. But yeah, so enough talk from me. Oh, what I will say, I'd have a few more things I have to say actually before. I'm gonna put into the chat Hannah's timetable of events, and I'll actually put these on in the comments of the recording. Hannah has online classes that you can join outside of Lifebook. And they're very reasonably priced. So, and you've also got on there Hannah's contact details if you want to get in touch with her. And then the same for Benny. This is Benny's flyer. So that's got I think the only way to contact him is through his Instagram. So you can see his Instagram there. He's also got one online movement class every week. So you can get in touch with him and find out the dates for his online weekly classes. And then I mentioned in the final of my Game Changer last week that I've actually got a 2-month program coming up. And so I've just put the PDF in there. It's holistic transformation, mind and body. It's a group program. It's something that I usually work one-on-one with clients, but I think having experienced how everyone gains so much from being in a small, intimate group, you know, we can learn from each other and share experiences. I think this will work really, really well for a group program, but no more than 10 people. So what I'm actually encouraging people to do, I've got 3 people already that want to do it, and I've got 2 more discovery calls booked in next week. So if you want to know if this program is suitable for you, please book a discovery call with me. They're free and they last 20 minutes. And at least we can chat about whether or not that program is suitable. And I'll put in the comments of the, when I put the recording up, how to book the discovery call. But that will be a good one. So that's how to contact us all. Hilary, you can contact online. Same for Joy. All of the others, because they're on the Lifebook platform. So that's it for contacts. Now, I would love to hear your feedback from the month. Share any wins, any challenges, feedback, any requests, anything you want. It's just a nice small group of us. So please tell me what you're thinking. we've been chatting all this while, and then as soon as I ask a question, it's like, no, I've got nothing to say.
Well, I enjoyed your Game Changers, the
Yeah,
two so far that I've seen.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think it's a very good way of putting it. And
yeah,
also the I can.
yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. You
I
can.
don't know, but as a child, there were, I knew of golden books, and one of the golden books was about Little Toot, and Little Toot was an engine, and Little Toot was learning how to be an engine, and he was really afraid of going up hills,
Mm.
and he kept saying to himself as he's going up the hill, I can, I can, I can, I can. And that's where I learned about I can,
There we go.
long time ago.
Yeah, yeah. It's so simple, but it works.
It does. It really, really does.
It just works. Yeah. And you know what else has worked for me? And it even still surprises me that it works. But the what if it was easy?
I was going to say that, when I listened to your specific Game Changer, I had heard What If It Was Easy with Aria in one of her meditations and introductions the day before.
No way.
Yeah, and I'm going far out. I better make that up here. What if it were easy? What if it were easy? Twice, 2 days in a row. It was,
Yeah.
I'm almost had to bring my jaw up.
I've had things that, if if I look at them cognitively and I go, I really don't see how that's going to be easy. Like this is not easy. But I do it every morning. Every single morning, I have about 8 or 9 things. You're just letting someone else in. Every morning, I have 8 or 9 things. Doesn't take me very long, but I do that. Breathe in. What if it was easy? And slowly, things just happen. Things just fall into place. I meet someone. Someone then offers to help in a way. I mean, I even had something recently in the last two weeks, because I do a lot of animal welfare work. And we've had a situation for 3 years with a couple, 9 dogs, that's been really challenging and really heartbreaking. And I've been saying it. I added it in January because I thought, you know what, I'm going to add in January. I was doing the Game Changers, and I thought, I'm going to add in, what if it was easy to help these dogs in the way I want to help them? What if it was easy? And it's unbelievable. But my friend, who is a vet, has offered to adopt permanently 2 of these dogs, which, number one, they had real health problems. So to go to a vet is unbelievable. To reduce the numbers in my pack is unbelievable. There's a number of things that has just, and again, I'm just like, well, I asked for it.
Well, you did.
I
So
asked.
believe it.
I do believe it. I do, but even for me that teaches it, when it happens, I'm like, man, it's amazing. Like, how? But you just, belief, belief. It's so powerful. It's just so powerful. There's so many things we don't know, and so if we believe it, then, why not? If we don't
Exactly.
believe it, if we believe it's going to be hard, we're right. We're probably going to be right if we believe it's going to be hard. But yeah, I love it. But yeah, thank you for
So
your, yeah.
when you were saying, what if it were easy, you went like this. Do you do
Yeah.
that every time when you say that?
Well, because I've got a morning routine. And so as part of my morning routine, it doesn't take very long. It takes 10, 20 minutes. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, but I move, you know, I do all my movement. And then, yeah, I put my hands together and I say, what if it were easy to nourish my body in the way that it needs? What if it were easy to move my body? And I do a big breath in and feel it. You know, what if it was easy to help the animals in the way I want to help the animals? What if it was easy? And I really feel it, and I feel and I breathe and I'm outside. And then I sit just for a couple of minutes and that's it. You know, I've said it out loud. My brain has heard it. I'm saying it every morning. Those things that are important, those things that I want to do, which is, you know, a lot of, you know, nourishment. So, you know, it's exactly that. I start with, what if it were easy to nourish my body in the way that it needs, move my body, you know, and then I added other things that if I, you know, like I said, in January, I added in the dogs, the animals, because it was coming, you know, a lot. It was intense, and it was taking over a lot of my brain capacity to think, what am I going to do with these dogs? Because one of my friends are leaving. It's going to be impactful to not have her around. I needed to do something. I needed to reduce the number, find a home. And then I did. And it's been
done.
3 years, you know. And then the literally, like, you know, the same month I put it into my what if it was easy, it became easy. So
yeah.
But we have so much more control than we think we have.
Oh, we do.
You know, so much more. Yeah. Yeah. And even, you know, I'm working with someone that is in a really dire situation, and for various reasons. And we put in some, you know, action plans, and just taking that action, you know, thinking like you're helpless and thinking, I don't know, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm, you know, that helplessness feeling. And then you say, right, well, you're not helpless, because what can we do? We can do this, this, and this. You just start. And then this leads to this, and that leads to that, and that leads to that. You know, we can't predict the future, but we can
help it along.
Yeah, we have a lot more influence than we know. So yeah, thank you. I'm glad that they're useful. I truly believe, you know, in all of it, and it's so powerful. And I love playing as well with things, challenges, you know.
Yeah.
Because now
I do too.
Yeah. And you just think, with all these tools, what can these tools, you know, how far can we really go? You know, this is a big challenge. This is really uncomfortable. And then you implement them, and then, you know, and you build up, and constantly then you're building resilience, you know, every time. And that positive reinforcement, you know, of, oh, I played and this happened, you know, I went out of this comfort zone and this happened. Something always happens. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a great journey. Yeah. So any more sharing, guys? No. No, we have Mata here, but we haven't oh, there's some comments. Oh, Karen was here, but her internet is not stable, and she'll try again. Well, if anyone has any questions, oh, Mata, did you have a question, Mata? Hi. You're on mute. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
Good evening, good morning.
Hi, good evening, good morning.
Yes, hope you are doing good.
Yeah, really good. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much for organizing this event to summarize our health category.
Oh,
And
pleasure.
I would like to share one of the one thing that I have done this month is that I am keeping at least 30 minutes to 35 minutes to do exercise as much as I can, unless if I have some time, a busy schedule. But one thing that I am doing to inspire myself, I'm saying, if I can do this 30 minutes, it can give me 5 hours of energy
Yeah,
to inspire myself. And this is becoming true in my life schedule, because it helps me a lot, that I feel much better, more energetic to continue my 12 secret habits to achieve them
yeah,
before the end of the day.
yeah. Well done. Well done. And yeah, our bodies were designed to move. I mean, that's how we were, our body intelligence, our genetic code
True.
realized thousands of years ago that during the day we move our body. So with these muscle movements, hormones get released. I mean, so 30 minutes a day is amazing. That's going to be pumping your endocrine system, your immune system, everything. It's so much more than just joints, or it's necessary.
And also, one second thing that I have also discovered, that after this, I take cold shower.
Well done, you. Well done, you. Do you know what? That's a challenge.
Uncomfortable, but it also boosts your health.
It does. Yeah,
يعني
it does.
It makes
Yeah.
more also energetic in your day. So these are little things that since I'm focusing on my health category this month,
Yeah.
little activity that I can do per day, it helps me to do, to keep my health into a better situation than last years.
Yeah.
One third thing is I did also this month, the push-up. I do the push-up.
Yeah.
25, 30 push-ups per day.
Yeah.
It helps me to really makes my body strong and also fit.
Yeah, that's right. And what I find amazing as well is when we implement these habits, like 35 minutes of movement, 25 push-ups a day, after a little while, if we do it every day, it becomes so much easier because it becomes a habit. And then our brain recognizes the reward, and it also starts to learn that it can predict the reward. And so then doing the exercise just becomes so much easier, because you're that prediction, because the mind wants to always be right, and it always wants a reward, and it always wants to predict. Like, its tolerance for ambiguity is hopeless. So if you make it a habit, if you can make it something you do every day, you're just win, 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 win. So much easier than saying, well, if I feel tired, I'll have a day off, or if I haven't had much sleep, I'll have a day off, or I'll only do it on these. That is
Killing.
Well, then you're relying on willpower.
Exactly.
Then you're relying on willpower and determination, which is really hard work. That takes so much energy. And there's disagreements over whether or not willpower is actually limited or not limited. It's kind of, we used to think that willpower in itself was limited. Now we're kind of thinking, no, it isn't actually limited, but it's really exhausting. So we can't rely on willpower to do anything. Yeah.
really, it's a big blessing for us to help us to keep our energy and our health, to
Yeah.
carry our.
Yeah, just make it a habit and have a reward. You know, the reward is feeling stronger, you know, sleeping better, just knowing that you've done it, you know, being proud of that you just showed up and did it. All these are rewards that get planted in that subconscious and make it easier. So well done you. Thank you. Yes,
Thank you
big
so
tap on the shoulder. Yeah, well done you. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, brilliant. So Hayla, yes, your hand's up. Yeah.
Yes, I'm unmuted. Well, I have to share my little progresses. I have been really sick last year and had lots of struggles, and was also a little bit burned out. And I'm really happy now to get back into moving and movement. And thank you for all that. The weekend challenges were very challenging for me because I had always that much sore muscles after it. But it made me feel being alive. So that was really helpful and empowering as well. And for last week, I couldn't attend because I did something else instead of that. As I told to myself, you can watch the recording and do it after it.
Yep.
So I had a nice combination of using the power of waters and all elementals. And I went to Düsseldorf and had a 4-hour walk across the Rhine.
Oh wow.
And so I could just feel the wind blowing at my face, all the cold things. So I had all those sensual feelings, how alive I am, and just keep on walking and walking and walking and
Beautiful.
touching those stones and from this, how do you say, if the rivers are full of water, and throw all things out. So there were nice pieces of wood and everything, just connect myself to nature again and feel everything, and what that was so empowering.
Yeah.
And giving the blessings to the waters. I just programmed a pebble I found. And I just, okay, good, thank you for everything. And bless the pebble and throw it into the waters. And that was empowering, and that encouraged me to do this much more, and maybe visit some lakes and other spaces, and have some crystals and program them and through them with the blessing inside for the benefit of nature and everything who is coming there or is around our waters.
Yeah.
So thank you for all those shared gems and jewels during this month.
Our pleasure. Our pleasure.
It was not possible for me to visit everything because I have still to take care not to overdo everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was very, very active the last 3 years, and I don't want to fall back in those exhaustments again.
No.
So
Well, they're all recorded, so you know they'll be on there for as long as the platform's on there. So you know, watch them in your own time. I'm interested when you were talking just now about, you know, walking in nature and splashing in the water. And do you find that when you're in nature, like your movement and expression just comes very intuitively?
yes.
Yeah. Isn't that
Yes.
amazing? Like, I think it's such a, if we can just go into nature with no, you know, no plans really, you know, you just go in and then you just let, you know, whatever happens happen. I think the experience is so powerful, so empowering.
Believe it or not, I was jumping and dancing and just moving, and and
Yeah.
all those
Yeah.
sidewalkers were looking like this, and I thought, I don't
Yeah.
care. I just felt like a child being happy and just enjoying nature and all the elementals and so on, and that was really, really empowering.
Yeah.
I don't care what others say, I just do, and that was really a blessing. So I reminded, hey, you did a lot in all those years before, you just forgot it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just wanting to do more and reach more
Yeah.
and be better and better and better. You're stressing yourself. Everything is there. You
Yeah.
are the way you are. Just enjoy how the way you are and move. And that was really empowering. Thank you.
Yeah. Because the layers of conditioning, like exactly like you just said, the layers of conditioning of our life, they just, you know, they dampen the light, they dampen the energy. But when we can go out in nature and release the fear of judgment, the fear of looking silly, all the fears, everything, just release, and then let nature work through us, that's when we really get to express. And it's just so cleansing, so energizing, you know, so grounding. So yeah, that's amazing. 4 hours. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hannah, your hand is up. Did you want to say something, Hannah? Is your hand up on for a reason? You got your hand up. Hannah? No? I don't know if she can hear us. Did you want to say something? Your hand is up. No.
Oh, jeez.
She's gone. She's gone. Right. Well, any more from any more? If not, we will wrap it up. And I will go and find out where the team are. Isn't that funny? Oh, she's back again. She's back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Did you want to say something? You had your hand up. Your virtual
Yeah,
hand was
I
up.
wanted to say something.
Oh.
Yeah, just a quick thank you to my lovely, lovely friend Jill Swan, who made this happen and who's like, you know, amazing. And yeah, you introduced me to Livebook, and I think it's a great community. And just a quick couple of things regarding the challenges and the wins. So I had sometimes like some food cravings, you know, and then so what I done the last week or two, I just increased my protein massively. And what I figured out is that it helped me a lot, just like in general, with feeling better, thinking less about the food and getting my cravings under control. So for me, that was like one of my big win, I would say, because it's been playing on my mind a little bit. So increasing that. And then also another challenge was like my brother leaving from Bali, because I was spend 4 weeks with him, and you know, I love him so much. I love him dearly.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two things. Other than that, oh yeah, and again, I would say getting into weight training. My challenge was like getting into weight training, and now the last 2 weeks I kind of have a little app, which I'm like playing, and then 3 times a week I just play this up, and then I do my sets, even though there are certain things. I mean, I love strength, but
Yeah.
it's just doing it by myself can be a little boring.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to figure out ways on how to, you know, like you said, with habits, making it always like, you know, trying to say, okay, after my handstand session, do half an hour weight training, you know, like trying to get those habits in.
Yeah. Well,
Things that
because
become
100% is easier than 99%, right? Because at 99%, you've got wiggle room. There's a decision to be made, and decision is energy. And with challenges, like I was saying just now, I do make it like I bring curiosity into it. And that curiosity is really, really powerful. It's like, you know, get curious about the weight training. Could I actually make it a habit? could I? You know, like bring, as soon as you bring curiosity, do you know what curiosity does? It destroys resistance. Resistance cannot compete with curiosity. They just cannot occupy the same brain power. So if you can, if you've got a challenge and then you bring curiosity instead of resistance and see how that works out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love all that thing. And then even like with the habits, you know, because I listed, I think it was in week 2, I did that you habit map, you know, so you map. I don't know if, did you see Game Changers week 2, where that would be a really useful one if you've got any kind of like, if you've got any kind of cravings, or if you, like for me, I will have coffee, biscuits, and even wine at certain times of the day if I'm doing really boring work on the computer that's kind of stressing me out because of the discomfort of having to really use my brain on this piece of work. I'll go and snack. And if you map out your habit loops, mapping it out is like game changer. Really game changer. I think it's the second one. That's a good
Okay.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. Game Changers Part 2. I think that's where we did. Yeah, that's where we did zero resistance. Meet resistance with zero resistance. That's how to do habits. So yeah.
Okay.
But thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you,
And
Joe.
thank
You're
you,
amazing.
Joe. Thank you.
So I think that's a wrap, guys. But it's only a wrap for January. We've got we'll see each other again in February. Keep everything up. Keep it all up. And let's continue to motivate each other and support each other, because we've got an amazing, amazing community here. Yeah. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.